content to come out. Hanti, do you have anything in terms of what you would like to express to the community that the team needs, S team?
Not exactly in terms of team needs, but I just wanted to give a shout out to Balto, praise Kippy, and Lajashi for all the support they've given to the team as we've gone through some roster changes. And I also just wanted to give a special thanks to the Raiders of S Team who have been here for a while and continue to show up and fight the good fight, kill bosses. Also Rev and Flesh and Holy and Eider and everyone who's participated in a team lead capacity. So thank you.
All right, thank you, Hanti. So next would be K Team. K Team is 8 to 10 Mythic. You know, I'm hoping they'll get Blast Furnace down and be working on Blackhand. They have potential. We're gonna work with C Team and try to shift some Raiders around to hopefully get you guys a clear of this tier. You know, K Team will likely be my long-term home eventually, but right now, I don't feel like I can jump in and be a leader because I'm not playing at the level I need to. I'm just trying to organize stuff. So I probably won't be jumping back on that team this tier. We'll see about next year, but I have my plate full, guys. I got a lot going on. I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm energized to be doing what I'm doing. But the amount of time I'd have to contribute to a team to kind of organize it and run it isn't realistic at this point. So we are looking, and I already, like I said, I already had a meeting with them. But that team is going great. We have a lot of leaders there, lots of really stable guys. The team is looking better than ever. So you know that'll be a work in progress. But yeah, so keep doing what you're doing, K Team. I don't know if Josh, if you have anything you want to say about the team, or you know, you're got a new job type thing.
Vizard moved in from Eternal Kingdoms mumbled by
No,
the
just that
server.
K Team's doing an awesome job. We got Iron Maidens down last night. Looking forward to getting Blast
Sprig
Furnace
entered
down here pretty
channel.
soon.
Also, if you're on C Team and you have any helpful bits for them, feel free to you know, share those. Well, I just tabbed back in briefly. There's a bunch more activity here than there was last time.
Hey, Zay, just so you know, level 1s cannot join a raid, so we're going to have to slightly change things.
Oh, seriously?
Like, I have not been able to invite people that are level 1. It keeps saying they're too low level for raid.
All right,
I tried
so
switching it and whatnot.
go make a level 1 yourself and see if you can make a raid. That is gonna throw a kink in the plans because we won't be able to like see if people are getting on their mounts or whatever.
Can you do group finder?
Give me 1 second.
Yes, see if you. So
Oh, we
work,
can't use group finder anyway as level
I
one.
just tried
level
level 1, it doesn't work.
all right, so work on that Balto if you can while I'm talking. Which
I don't think it's gonna work, but we can
I'm
still do
about
it.
to. Yeah, we'll still do it. We'll figure it out. Which brings me to C Team anyway. Which you're gonna have to talk to us here in a second, Balto. But a few things I want to, you know, this is a little bit more preachy with C Team and community stuff. You know, C Team is the business end of everything. Like we've got a bunch of raiders. You know, 2/3 of the people that apply to the guild, they're like, I want C Team, right? And obviously that's not going to happen. And we have to, you know, I understand that if people don't get C Team eventually, they're going to want to move on, but we're not going to put you on C Team unless you're performing at a higher level than everybody else and you've earned that spot. Very competitive, more serious, more business, more raid days, you know, with the option of adding raid days time to time. So, you know, I've been super impressed with Balto. He's done a fantastic job. But it is business, guys. We want to get those boss kills, and the way the system works is we get notoriety and people know who we are because of the progression that C Team makes. That's why we throw a party when they clear a tier. It helps build stability for K and S Team, and you know, K and S recruits coming in keep fresh blood for C. So there's always a lot of stability, and we're not going to have to worry about, you know, a lack of raiders or not being able to raid like a lot of other guilds have, you know, this tier specifically. Well, the one thing that I want to preach on tonight in terms of C Team is, guys, I know there's other options out there, other places to go, but I hope you're getting sold on the idea, if you can, what we're trying to accomplish, and understand that, like, if you're on C Team and you're not quite making the cut and we're asking you to go to K or S Team, that you stick around, stay part of the community. I mean, I'm really hoping next tier that, you know, C would have cleared Blackhand, you know, 3-4 weeks ago, and K Team would be working on him now. So you're basically stepping back like one boss. You're getting, you know, an extra night off, stuff like that. And S Team will hopefully be catching up pretty quick too. So we're going to have really good teams. The more raider retention we get, like, it's just going to get the teams and the quality of raider we're going to
Taro
get because we're
entered
working
channel.
together and we're not having so much flux with who's coming in and going. Like, as we build that stability, the teams are going to get better and better. The thing that always takes a hit, and I'm fully aware, and I mean, it works in my head, right? But putting it into reality, it's a little bit of a different ball game. But I understand that when someone's on the C team and they get asked to move to another team, good chance they're going to leave or quit. And we've had that happen, and we're going to have to work on, how we can make it so stuff doesn't disappear in terms of loot for the other teams. But yeah, I'm hoping that you guys are buying into, like, it's actually one raid team, CKS, that weekday raid team. It's 3 teams, it's all one team, and you're going to go wherever is best for the guild, wherever you're needed most. And if you're getting moved to a team that's not quite as advanced and you're taking it as an ego hit, just be like, hey, I'm going to learn, I'm going to get better, and I'm going to work my way back up to C. And even if you're not back up to C, I'm going to be spending some time with each team this week, and I'm going to try to lay out more clearly what are our goals going to be for next year in terms of where do you want to, like, C team is going to be top 100 US, right? That's already clear, but I'm going to be talking to K and S teams soon here. It might not be this week, but it's going to be soon. I'm going to say, hey, what are we aiming for next year? We're going to be goal oriented, and we're going to have something to shoot for. So, be thinking about that. But I definitely think, to something for K, and top 500 certainly for S as well. I mean, we're going to, and just keep getting better and better, right? But I just really hope you guys understand, like, you are going to have to do things for the community and take one for the team kind of thing, or not take one for the team, but being willing to go, like, put the team in front of yourself and your own personal desires, and realize that, those spots are going to be given on performance, and we're going to do our best. We're not going to, get it right all the time, but, it's up to you to show us that you got it wrong, not by complaining and making a forum post and being hard to work with, but actually being nice. And it's another step of leadership too, that we're requiring leadership to work together on a deeper level as we're rotating people between the teams, and we're trying to build the best team that we can to get the quickest kills, but also keeping in mind, like, we can't sabotage any of the teams to get S team a kill or C team a kill. Like, we got to make sure we're all, like, healthy and going strong, right? And that's up to leadership coordinating. And you guys are doing a fantastic job, and I expect that to be the case going forward. But if you are looking at leadership, it's not just one team that you have to deal with. It's working with other people, and that's a crucial thing. And I can tell you right now, where I'm looking at getting this all running, good leaders that can actually talk well and work well with other people, that's like the biggest thing and most valuable thing that we can find right now as a guild to make that work. With that said, Balto, do you have anything to say about C team?
At the moment, no. I will probably I'll probably address it, like, next meeting or something. I want to still get thoughts together. I'm trying to figure this stupid level 1 thing out. It may or may not work. Like, I figured out a way to do it, but it's becoming a complete and total pain in the butt.
Excellent.
I know where a raid is.
It'll still be fine. All right, so the last few things I want to talk about, we're going to get to the race thing here real quick. We should be talking about the rules and stuff, and like I said, next time we're going to do a little bit more thought through, but this is like, we might invite the whole server or something, and I don't know, and wait for other teams to clear content and stuff like that too. But figured we'd do it now just to, liven things up a bit. So anyway, last few things I want to talk about is loot. I was trying to centralize everything, and that seemed to be more problematic than not. So we're decentralizing stuff. Loot's going to be decentralized, so each raid team is going to deal with their own loot. That means team leads really have to talk when they transfer a person back and forth, because there's an EP change that has to happen, decay and all that stuff. So still working on that. So we really need people that can figure out and help get this stuff running and work with other teams as we switch it over. K is going to a loot council type system too. So I mean, there's stuff in the works with loot, but each team is going to be handling loot separately. HG is still going to be on EPGP, S and K are still going to be on EPGP some, but there's, elements of loot council are going to be involved. That's the way the big boys do it. All the top guilds, they very rarely will have like a straight EPGP system. They usually incorporate parts of it, but it's almost always, hand-picked where loot goes. Recruitment is also being decentralized. We used to have just one central recruitment post. Now we have 4. We have one for HG. We have 5. We have one for HGS, K and C, and then we have one for the all guild. If you're going through and bumping, please do not bump them all, because then they'll get banned. But it is more exposure with threads of ours getting up to the top. But just find the one that's been bumped like least frequently, and I would love for you guys to bump it. If you're on HG, don't just bump HG, go bump K or S or whatever. Whichever one hasn't been bumped for 5-6 hours, you're probably safe to bump. They're only going to stay on the front page for, I'd say, max an hour probably. But please help with bumping the threads. We're not, there used to be a bunch of other threads I posted, but we're just doing it on the WoW forums. And other than that, individual teams, they go out and they headhunt for the people they need. So recruitment's still going, but again, it's a little bit more decentralized. So we're having each individual team have recruitment stuff going on. Once again, we'll have a new website and update policies over the summer, hopefully, and we'll have a website reveal. That's probably in 3 months. That'll be the next big thing we're talking about. And then the last thing I wanted to hit on is the bank. For those of you that don't know, we did up the repairs. We're getting money in from BOEs, and I know this, and Zal, if he's here, can comment on this. Guys, we're spending 100,000 gold a week in guild repairs. So that's why we're wanting those BOEs to come in, and there's some specific people I need to talk to, because we find stuff on the auction house, and we are going to address those issues. It's going to be handled sensitively, and we're not going to like shame you or anything, but I'm telling you, like, please be respectful. Like 100K a week, we got to keep that stuff going in. Hopefully we'll organize sell runs and stuff like that. But Zal, do you have anything in terms of bank stuff going on in here?